Cause you know what entries I would do for the fucking Golden City?
What?
Yeah.
OG Bloodline entrance.
Sports Entertainment.
Alright, I'm gonna skedaddle, boys.
Alright.
Oh, who just followed?
That means stream is commencing soon. Yep, I already saw it. Tagged up Tyler's live.
Snap the lights to the rage. So the way you breaks out the cage. Chairs fly like justice served. You want a shot, you better earn.
But first, 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 but first.
No handshake, no respect. Just broken bones and one comes next. No mercy Thursday. Roots burn red. Fists like blades. No mercy Thursday. You're in the pit, this ain't no game. Right the mat like a war drum sound. We run this ring pound for pound. No mercy Thursday. Every hit's a legacy. Head down, fist high. Only cowards run or cry. This ain't made for the weak of spine. TWF, watch the battle line. You bring flash, we bring pain. Thursday's built to break the shame. Harder than hell, loud as sin. Step to the crane, you're locked in. No countdown, no reset. Just that sound of your regret. No mercy Thursday. Call the match, we don't pass down cold. No mercy Thursday. This same stage is bold and brutal gold. The lights, the stars, the price you pay. TWF don't play. You wanna be famous? Try surviving 5 minutes with us. TWF Thursday. Turbo, you bring the name, we bring the pain. TWF Thursday.
This ain't sports entertainment. It's war and boots.
Drum slamming! Snap the lights to the rage. So the WF breaks out the cage. Chairs fly like justice served. You want a shot, you better earn. Born for chaos, bred for speed. Turbos where the monsters feed. Skill in hands, hate in eyes. Ain't no heroes left alive. No handshake, no respect. Just broken bones and one comes next. No mercy Thursday. Roots burn red. Fists like blades. No mercy Thursday. You're in the pit, this ain't no game. Right the mat like a war drum sound. We run this ring pound for pound. No mercy Thursday. Every hit's a legacy made. Head down, fist high. Only cowards run or cry. This ain't made for the weak of spine. TWF, watch the battle line. You bring flash, we bring pain. Thursday's built to break the shame. Harder than hell, loud as sin. Step to the crane, you're locked in. No countdown, no reset. Just that sound of your regret. No mercy Thursday. Call of action, we don't pass down cold. No mercy Thursday. This same stage is bold and brutal gold. The lights, the stars, the price you pay. Every Thursday. TWF don't play. You wanna be famous? Try surviving 5 minutes with us. TWF Thursday. Turbo, you bring the name, we bring the pain. TWF.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, TWF Turbo is about to go live here tonight. We have a stacked card here tonight as we will see a three-way dance to start off our show here tonight. Let's get a prediction. We're not going to do a prediction for three-way dance. But let's give a quick shout out to everybody who joined up in chat. Thank you for, I saw Dallas, I saw Blecker, I see Puff Lord, I see Tiffany Jones, Super Mario Dinosaurs. Thank you all of you guys for tuning into some TWF, baby. As if I missed anybody, I apologize. I just did a quick glance at chat to see who said anything. Richard Mason joining in, the leader of the Chaos Club himself. We're gonna get started right here, ladies and gentlemen, with our first matchup of the card. We see a three-way dance between Mariah Monet, CC Prism, and Rose Matthews. Tyrus Fatu, I don't know why he's hiding behind CC Prism. Is supposed to be joining Mariah here. Our first matchup here, Mariah Monroe making her way to the ring here, has been on fire since her debut, and she looks to keep that same momentum alive here. Mariah Monet joining that Golden City Visionaries faction here that's been forming in TWF, and you know that in the back of our minds, you know that these guys are going to be a powerhouse to be reckoned with if left unchecked here in the TWF. But for now, I think everybody needs to team together and take down those dirty bastards over at the TWO. The 6 sons of bitches over there. Mariah Monroe here in our first contest, smirking because she knows that she's number one, and she's eyeing that. She said she's been looking forward to that women's Queen of the Ring tournament, 16-woman tournament here in TWF. Now with Samantha James injured, title up for grabs at the end of the tournament. Whoever wins the tournament is also going to be crowned the champion. And you know, all these ladies here trying to show off why they deserve to be in this tournament. CC Prism working from GPW on loan here to the TWF. She has been a great asset to join the TWF, showcasing some phenomenal wrestling and some great skills. Does she have what it takes to take down Mariah, though? As we get started here with our first matchup here on TWF Turbo. Our final competitor. Take us down. Matthew James said, no, we're gonna humble everyone in our past. Get the best. Oh wait, the TWF have the best in TWF. Rose Matthews, a former one-time women's champion here. You know that all these ladies here are going to be fighting valiantly, trying to prove why they deserve a spot in that tournament here on TWF. On that same night, we are having some Monarchy madness as we have a 16-man King of the Ring tournament to crown our King of the Ring here in the TWF. You know that it's going to be a brutal affair. Well, along with that same night, we will have our 16-woman tournament and plus some other marquee matches. Keep tuned in the TWF to find out more. Referee calls for the bell in this three-way dance. Tyra's standing there in Challenger's corner, knowing that they're not going to be standing, believing that they're not going to be standing there long. They believe that they're the Visionaries, and Rose Matthews immediately starting trying to take Prism out with that snapmare driver right into the ropes. As Monroe showing why she's off a hot prospect to be joining the TWF. A chop here. Both ladies missing the point here, but Rose Matthews able to get in control here. Right into the head. Tyra spot 2 at ringside, not looking concerned for the prospect of the Golden City Vision. Off the ropes. A drop down by CC Prism. And a leapfrog. And just a chop and a smack. Rose Matthews interrupting anything going for them. Looks like Mariah might have hit a double team move there with that STO takedown, but now Rose Matthews taking it to Monroe. Sure. What's up, Mario? What's the interesting news? Oh, is Rose Matthews taking him both on? This is an elimination style matchup. And an uppercut right to the jaw. That has to hurt. Prism rolling to the outside. Mariah Monroe looking for the first pinfall of the match, but Matthews digs deep as Prism taking her time on the outside, getting some squats in. A beautiful moonsault, but oh, Prism moving Matthews out of the way. That's gotta hurt. Trying to make Matthews give up in the center of the ring. Nowhere for her to go. She lets her go though. I see. That should have been something in the game already. Fatu removing that turnbuckle. Will that be a wise play by the wise men of the Golden City Visionaries? Matthews putting a table up in the ring here as Mariah Monroe holding an arm bar. Tries to get the jump on Rose Matthews there, but Matthews had the better scouted, just might have been scouted there. Oh, not quite the table spot we were looking for, but a cool table spot nonetheless. Monroe, they're trying to get pinned here as we see Prism setting the table back up. Only to the outside, might want to talk to her, you know, the wise man to help the Visionaries. Grabbing an urn. And oh my god, just cracks the back of the head. Not gonna lie, Olivia Vargas is telling me that she's looking to watch that these new women are coming in full force. The cover now. And kicks out at a deep 2 count. Prism, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Only time will tell, Mario. Cracking the head of Prism. Rose Matthews. Oh, the table goes down again. Monroe's using that exposed turnbuckle by TWFtv to her advantage here in this 3-way dance competition. She's dictating traffic as a spin kick, and oh, sends it back to Rose. One way. That was not a one-way trip, but a round trip. Going for the cover now. The 3 count eliminating Prism. Mariah Monroe looking on fire here in TWF. Knowing that she's eyeballing that vacant women's championship. Melreiki Madness is looking to have a lot of dream matches here in the TWF. Rose Matthews and Monroe fighting it out here on the outside of the ring. Thank you everybody for tuning into our first matchup here. TWFtv in his zoot suit looking like a pimp. Oh, am I not allowed to say that word on Twitch? Ooh, my bad. Looking like the Godfather from WWF. I just got
know your role and shut your mouth, you jabroni.
Hugs. Wait, where'd the message go? We're not on. Someone removed it. What'd you say, Mario? Did I might have accidentally just misclicked. Off the ropes. Goes for a springboard coffin drop, but just misjudged the distance. Matthews not able to get any momentum here. Mariah Monroe is just posted again. All these new wrestlers. Demand too much. The lariat. The face plant on Monroe. Will this be the finishing touch that Matthews needs to get the win here? No, she kicks out. These ladies. You're cooking to make Steve the worst version of the Street Thugs ever? Okay. An elbow drop right onto the abdomen of Mariah Monroe as she rolls to the outside. That urn picked up now by Matthews. Rose Matthews following out to Monroe, who's on the outside and grabs a barbed wire baseball bat. What the hell is that doing under the ring? Much like that urn. Why is an urn under the ring, guys? Matthews looking to get the... Oh, keeping the offense on Monroe, but Monroe... Oh, that double bat kick. Oh, she looks like she doesn't know what planet she's on. And the crossroads onto that barbed wire bat. Hell yeah, we need somebody like that. Vicious. Look at her. Instead of opting to finish this match, she grabs a ladder, ladies and gentlemen. Sends her into that turnbuckle once again, and oh, I think that's it. I think she's calling it. Hugs throwing a biddy to see the titty. can't do that right now because this has to get uploaded to YouTube. Later, Daddy. I'll DM you. These ladies putting on an excellent matchup here. But bless Hugs, how are you doing, buddy? Mariah used the golden vision to win. Thank you, Blecker. 5 more biddies. Oh my. Thank you, Hugs. As we continue here, no music playing. Odd choice here. These ladies just gave it their all. I'm doing well, Hugs. Steve is telling me that he wants you to update the Lights Out title to be intergender. I will. Yeah, I'll make sure of that because I want all the titles that aren't like men or women specific to you know, to be intergender. I'm thinking about adding more tag team titles, but I think we have a lot of titles as is. Mariah Monroe with a big win here. The Golden City Vision helping her see the way to the top of TWF is what she said backstage, and she showcased what it was here tonight. Can I make a surprise entrance? LOL. I need to get your wrestler, Hugs. You never uploaded it. Casey Hero and Jacob Morrison one-on-one here. This is not a pure honor matchup. Casey Hero said he just wants to get back at Morrison and the TWO. Bet Hugs. As we get into the next match, let's get a prediction going. Who's destined to win here? Will it be Casey Hero or Jacob Morrison with TWO? Prediction going live, ladies and gentlemen. Casey Hero makes his way, nothing on his mind but vengeance and taking down the TWO. He said that the TWO is a venom here infecting the TWF and he needs to get rid of it.
You're done. You're done.
You're done. Hero makes his way to the ring, slowly sauntering his way down, knowing a one-time Pure Honor champion, not even thinking about that Pure Honor championship, just wants to take down the TWO. He said, I said earlier, he views it as a curse, a venom, a poison to TWF. He said the Thunder World Order is nothing but menaces. Making their way to the ring, these bastards. These guys are ruining the TWF. The TWO. Garrett Rogers didn't get the memo to wear the attire. The TWO has all the gold here in TWF. The Thunder World Order running rampant here as Tiffany Steele holding her own in the women's division, looking to get that women's championship after injuring Samantha James and making the title go vacant. This group of individuals, some of the best in TWF around, and spearheaded by Garrett Rogers. You don't know what's gonna happen. These guys, some of the longest tenured employees of TWF, bringing in the young bucks like Morrison and teaching them the ropes. Casey Hero has an uphill Tiffany Steele saying in the chat that TWO is taking over the business. Morrison with the takes a big punch. Hero showcasing some phenomenal wrestling prowess. But will Morrison's lucha ability show that he is truly the one to fear here? Gotcha, Mario. Gotcha, I see. As per the request. This headlock here as Hero facing off against the current Pure Honor champion, showing why this master of Lucha Libre and man who joined the TWO, Jacob Morrison. But Hero fighting back, collar and elbow now, continuing to keep the pressure applied, showing who is the true technical master. Garrett Rogers, a student of the arts of wrestling, always trying to improve his craft. You see Matthew James and Dylan Storm watching onward. Matthew James has the record for the longest single run as the world's heavyweight champion here in TWF, holding that title for an astonishing 4 months. Garrett Rogers holding that title for currently for almost 3 weeks now. I see, Mario. As we get back to the action, though, we see Casey Hero continuing to work over the leg of Morrison. Tiffany still saying backstage as she's watching along to this match that she's in a bad mood for her match tonight. A kick to the head by Morrison as Casey Hero fighting with all his might. Nobody backing him. A drop kick. Casey Hero's going for the reversal. But Morrison able to sidestep out of the way and delivers a beautiful drop kick. Missing that tornado DDT. Morrison gets sent for the ride as Hero slams him center of the ring. Thunder World Order not trying to help him out, but trying to get the crowd to rally behind Morrison. Dallas going camping. A shoulder tackle. An elbow strike. As we see Hero continuing the pressure being applied to Morrison. 20 counts here in TWF as the standard. Hero points to a fan in the crowd and says, "This one's for you," as he goes for the big cross body, sacrificing life and limb just to take Morrison down, proving how badly he wants a shot at that best 2 out of 3 Pure Honor championship. Morrison locked in this headlock as we see Hero keeping this locked in. Morrison able to escape the clutches. And the TWO watching onwards, watching as their own fight. A kick right into the gut. Right into the back. Ladies and gentlemen, this is TWF Turbo. And the TWO, the Thunder World Order, is trying to take over as we get to an 11 count. A big senton that Morrison just splats on the ground. Hero coming out of his dazed stealth to see Morrison on the ground, ladies and gentlemen. Morrison taking his time to recover on the outside. Catching his breath as he tries to remove that turnbuckle pad. But no, Hero not going to allow him. TWO not doing anything at all. Matthew James trying to get involved, but no. Stopped. And a suicide dive by Hero. Morrison taking too much time on the outside. Hero brings the fight to him as the referee restarting their count here. They continue the battle outside the ring here by our entrance steps. As Morrison is sent into the ring here by the entranceway. But Morrison up quickly said, but anyway, brother, that's not gonna work for me. As we drag him to the corner, slams his head right into that turnbuckle. A big power bomb out of the corner, but immediately gets the shoulder up. Goes for a lateral press this time using the ropes. Referee doesn't see it, but Casey Hero showcasing the strength inside of him. A go to sleep, putting him down. Will this be enough to put away Morrison? As Casey Hero starts chipping away. Wearing his Gucci shirt and Scott's a lot of jabroni wrestlers who turned TW upside down and made it unlike what he remembers. And Mateo mutters, if the Cactus, if he heard, get your roster in line before I do it, because Casey Hero with an upset victory over the TWO. You know that he's got to be watching his back now, as the TWO might target him now. As we see Mateo Vargas, a former 3-time junior heavyweight champion in TWF. He said he's going to be making his return here to TWF soon. Hopefully sooner rather than later, Mario. Up next, we have some tag team action in the works here. I just heard about that Timu Wish AliExpress NWO known as the TWO, and I'm not happy where you let the roster become. Alpha Academy making their way to the TWF. This is their debut here. A big debut for these guys. They'll be facing off against the Golden City Visionaries, though. Nathan and DeJounte Winters. Nathan Hammerstone and DeJounte Winters, that is. Alpha Academy. Hopefully they said they were able to get some tag team championships here in the TWF and do wonders. Mateo Vargas calling out the TWO. Interesting turn of events here.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 484 pounds. And the technician,
Nathan Hammerstone. That didn't. I updated their entrance and it wasn't right. That's annoying, but okay. We press onwards. As we see Tire Spot 2, the Golden City's visionary, with an NWO flair. As we see the Golden City Revolutionaries, the Visionaries, they said that they see a plan by working together to take down and overcome the TWF. We'll have to see if this works. Olivia would be backstage and notice Tiffany Jones and would flip her off. As this tag team match starts off, we see Hammerstone fired up. This is a different Hammerstone, upset over his loss to Matthew James for that United States Championship. He talked to one of his cousins and decided to get back to the tag team division while Donovan Steele is still injured. This is a vicious Nathan Hammerstone here in the TWF. Throwing that big jab. Otis making his TWF debut here. Might not have the best of luck facing somebody with the mindset of Hammerstone right now, as he picks him up for that fisherman's hook buster. And oh, Otis, he's throwing him around like you throw a sack of potatoes around, ladies and gentlemen. A beautiful moonsault by Hammerstone. As we got it in the camera, we didn't get Hammerstone even adding some springboard moves to his repertoire, showing that he's not only just a big beefcake, but he's agile, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe that's what happens when you start training with the Golden City Terror Twins. Mario, I do have a Palmer Sturgeon made. He's just not the best, and so if you want to download him, you could download him through MWO, I believe, or if you just find my content creator tag. Oh, that Golden City power bomb, beautifully executed by Tozawa there. That pop up. Oh, because you go to community creations, and then under your hashtags that you'll upload it for, do TWF for the first one, and then for the second one, tagged up. As the Golden City takes a win here. I gotcha. Terrible angle, terrible angle, terrible angle. There we go. Hammerstone just lining up here and just delivers that brutal forearm. Just something of note, ladies and gentlemen. That forearm, something that we're gonna have to fix that. We're gonna have to fix that. The boom took him out. Here is Hammerstone showcasing why him and DeJounte Williams are a force to be reckoned with. Up next, Kennedy Ann and Tiffany Steele one-on-one in this matchup, being joined by Matthew James and Garrett Rogers. Kennedy Ann making her return after some time away. She was very injured from Samantha James in a brutal Iron Woman match and didn't fully recover and came back too soon and re-aggravated the injury. Our prediction going live here, ladies and gentlemen. As we have the prediction live, let's get these ladies on out to the ring. The Queen Kennedy Ann, the 8-time women's champion here in TWF, having a fall from grace. Yeah, TWF is all capitalized. Kennedy Ann making her return back to TWF after a short stint away, recovering and training. Saying backstage that she's entering the Monarchy Madness tournament and looking to become the 9-time women's champion and truly become the queen, Kennedy Ann. And tagged up is just one word, all lowercase. Rogers and Matthew James leaving the titles behind as Steele leads this war charge here tonight against Kennedy Ann, the queen. I can't do anything about it until, I mean, if you do anything about it, technically Olivia Vargas is the one at fault because she's not technically under contract here in TWF yet. We've invited you guys back in, and as we're trying to show you why we need some more talent here in the TWF. All right, after we finish TWF, I will go check it out. Hugs. Tiffany Steele fired up, joining with her booth thing. Matthew James now cruelly right after what a turn of events for Tiffany Steele. Married to Donovan Steele, and as soon as the North Revolution wins, when is that championship match? The tournament is happening very soon. I'll let you know. You're not under active competition rules yet, Mario. Of course, Hugs. The whole point of that is I want all of our wrestlers to have a tournament and have a storyline why they have to face each other. Besides that, I just put them in a rumble. That's the whole point of why we're doing the tournament anyway. Rolling through the ropes, Tiffany Steele just showing a vicious side to her Kennedy Ann. The size disadvantage never stopped her before. 5K on Tiffany Steele. Bet here by Matthew James. There's still about a minute left for prediction if you guys want to try to get in, ladies and gentlemen. A running knee strike by Kennedy Ann, sidesteps out of the way and gets some offense in here of her own, but Tiffany Steele with the reversal. And a big moonsault. Beautifully executed. No match today. I'm sorry, Hugs. We already have a show completely booked. But I have a lot of free time coming up, so yes, very soon. Vargas immediately calling out Steele, trying to... We'll have to see if these two end up sparking a big-time feud here in the TWF. The collar and elbow. Picks her up for the power bomb. As Kennedy Ann, no, instead goes for an alley-oop. Tiffany Jones is Tiffany Steele. Troy's gonna reinstall Fortnite. We love Fortnite. We love Fortnite. Kennedy Ann trying to show why she's a 8-time women's champion here in the TWF. A chop. These chops by Steele. The armbar. Kennedy Ann lifting her up and slamming her down on the mat. The TWO trying to cheer on Steel to keep pushing as she does. These ladies putting it all on the line as they know Monarchy Madness is just around the corner here. Our premier pay-per-view of one of our premier pay-per-views coming in June. A diving drop kick by Kennedy Ann. Tiffany Steele, not Tiffany Jones. The diving double foot stomp by Tiffany Steele. Tiffany Steele is Tiffany Jones, for clarification, Mario. Going for the big kick, but Steele diving, falling and out of the ring, and might be able to use that to her advantage. Best I could do is 2 hot dogs, a handshake, and a blowjob. The mustache will tickle. Hell yeah, best deal I've ever signed. And Mario, I'm just letting you know that Tiffany Jones is Tiffany Steele, like the lady that is wrestling right now against Kennedy Ann. As these 2 ladies, warriors of the TWF. Going for the cover now on Kennedy Ann. Will this be enough? No. So Mario, just if you are going to be talking in story, Tiffany Steele is Tiffany Jones. Not a 3 count, as Steele thinking that was enough after that brutal spear by Kennedy Ann. Oh no, might be sending something to her former rival. Samantha James has to be watching. Will this be enough after that coffin drop to put away Kennedy Ann? It is, as Tiffany Steele showing why she is hungry for that women's championship. Tiffany Steele just had the control of this matchup here tonight. Matthew James, thanks for the ad, buddy. These 2 ladies, Tiffany Steele, just giving the 110th degree to Kennedy Ann here tonight. Mario, you're booing the heels. As TWO gets another win here. Tiffany Steele here tonight, showing that she is a hard nut to crack in that ring. Up next, yeah, but the TWO is not faces, and she's associated with the TWO, so we technically make her a heel. Up next in a lights out match, the commissioner has been challenged by Big Red Benson here tonight in this TWF lights out match. The cactus has the curly hair.
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the Action Championship.
The Lights Out Championship being defended here, ladies and gentlemen. The Cactus, the commissioner of the TWF. Looking like John C. Reilly. The Cactus looking to take on the one known as Big Red Benson here tonight. Lights Out rules. Submissions or knockouts applied. No rope breaks, no pinfalls, no ropes at all, as our ring crew is standing right next to the ring to apply the ropes. But Big Red Benson has proven that this is his yard, and the Cactus said he's stepping in to see if Big Red Benson's really got the steel to take down the prick known as the Cactus. I did not touch your drum set. I was watching Cops. Would bark at Tiffany Steele. The Cactus ready for this. As the predictions live here, nobody's betting on either one. Will Big Red Benson or the Cactus get the win here tonight? Big Red Benson proving that he has made this division his. A 1,000 tokens on Big Red Benson here tonight, the current Lights Out champion. As we see Blecker betting on the commissioner himself. Tag, your Sons of Dragon is joined up for the stream. What is up, buddy? How you doing? Big Red Benson defending his Lights Out championship here in our Lights Out match. No ropes. No pinfalls. Only submissions and knockouts. Big Red Benson has been tearing through competition here, and the Cactus said, let me see if I got what it takes to take down the Big Red Benson here for this title here tonight on Turbo. The Lights Out championship being defended here. Big Red Benson ready to defend it prominently. And gotcha, Mario. I see why you're barking.
From San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 270 pounds, Tyler the Cactus Gibson.
Tyler the Cactus Gibson, the commissioner of the TWF, is stepping into his first Lights Out match here.
297 pounds, the Action Champion, Big Redhead Benson.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
The Let's Get Ready to Rumble has been played, ladies and gentlemen, as Big Red Benson hands off the title. The referee showing it over to the Cactus. This can only be ended by knockout through referee's discretion, or you're making your other opponent tap out. As the referee calls for the belt, Big Red Benson immediately starting off with a spear. Immediately trying to lock in the eye of the storm, as some would call that. That clutch, the Cactus is able to get out of the clutch between the legs and uses his arm and uses the fists and knock out Benson off the stand. Goes for a super kick to take him off, but reversed, almost taking out one of the ring crew members here on the outside of the ring here. Steve is coming as a giant. I got 8 grand on you. Holy fuck. As Big Red Benson continues his assault against the Cactus. after biting his fingers, using a zesty move here, mounting the Cactus for vicious headbutts, trying to bust him open right away, trying to get that referee to call a knockout. Ooh, Hugs, I'd be so down for Rivals after. I've been having an itch to play anything besides WWE, and everybody just keeps asking me to play WWE. Throwing the chair right at the face of the Cactus. Benson using the advantage of no disqualifications to his advantage here. A jiu-jitsu specialist now residing in Orlando, Florida. Big Red Benson has been training and keeps training in the martial arts of jiu-jitsu, as well as fighting. No cold book tonight, Mario.
We gooning baby.
The We Gooning Baby donation is crazy. A headbutt by the Cactus, fighting back from Big Red Benson, and a knee strike using all the weight he has behind him, behind that one, but not enough to put down the Big Red Benson, the 6'7" giant here in the TWF. Oh, Benson, oh, jabs him and he falls out. I thought he was gonna fall down. A sign that says join the Discord. I agree with that, fan, ladies and gentlemen. A wheelbarrow DDT, a man of that size doing acrobatics like that is insanity, ladies and gentlemen. Benson taking the Cactus, power bombs him onto the canvas there, but immediately hopping back up. The Cactus said that's not gonna work for him, brother, as he goes for that big dive on Big Red Benson, but misses completely here tonight. As TWF is live in Albuquerque, New Mexico for TWF's Thunder Turbo. The Cactus and Big Red Benson doing battle for that TWF Lights Out Championship. And he picks him up for a power bomb. Oh, I thought he was going for multiple of them, but no, instead he sets him up for that knee strike. These guys fighting on the outside here. Referee, you're just gonna let them go. He's there to call out knockout or tap out. Bet Hugs, much love. I'll talk to you soon, buddy. The Cactus getting back into that ring now. Going for the knee strike, but no. Benson able to throw the Cactus into that turnbuckle. The leg sweep now by the Cactus. Stomping the arm of Big Red Benson. Going for the knee strike, but rolls out of the way. Benson, the Crimson Mask has been donned by him. I didn't even notice that. Sends the Cactus back to the outside. Fans, our ring crew ducking under to make sure not to get crushed by the behemoth known as the Cactus. The Singapore Cane has been taken out. Benson might be trying to end the Cactus here, but the running single leg drop kick by the Cactus. As we see, Colt Danielson is resigning from TWF to focus on a knee injury. The Cactus ripcord, desperado lariat, but it doesn't put Benson down. He's stalking the prey now. He smells the blood in the water. Not enough to put away the Big Red Benson with that inverted go to sleep. The sludge hammer, though. Well, I'm just saying, like, he's resigning from active competition until he's ready to go again because he's injured. Big Red Benson thrown back into the ring as Tyler the Cactus looking to win that Lights Out Championship. Mounting on top of Big Red Benson here. He throws the flurry of offense and a kick to the gut to boot. A knee strike as Benson's head laying off the apron, but he kips back up, collar and elbow, and he tries to create some separation from the Cactus. choke slams the Cactus right off the top of that ring to the cold mats down below. Big Red Benson super kicks the Cactus, but the Cactus is still good. He's still moving. Benson looking to put in the Boston Crab on Tyler the Cactus here. Will this be enough to put him away? Benson might have been losing his grip, lets him go. The Cactus fighting back with all his might, pushing the Big Red Benson off. You see the chops of the knee strike. A big punch right into the head. Both these men fighting for dear life, trading blows, trying to prove who's the bigger man here. But Cactus won't give up. Neither will Benson as the flurry of punches rains down. Cactus able to get control of this and throws Benson down to the floor. What's something weird you learned about 2K via My Rise, Mario? The Ripcord Larry, is that going to be enough? Doesn't put away Benson here. The referee doesn't call for the bell. Doesn't call for a knockout. Oh, but that's that trash can lid right into the groin. As Tyler the Cactus looking to end this here. Might look to be a one-time lights out champion. And he successfully does it with that inverted go to sleep outside the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Tyler the Cactus, a one-time your commissioner and the lights out champion here. The low blow, I thought that was going to be it for the Cactus, but he fought through the adversity, kept pushing and fighting onwards over Big Red Benson. That inverted go to sleep as the Cactus really turned the tides here. Benson wasn't able to really get back into it.
Here is your winner, and new action champion, Tyler the Cactus Gibson.
Interesting. Up next, we see Blood in the Water. They have some beef with the Chaos Club after their ladder match, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, will be Dustin to win. Will it be Chaos Club? Blood in the Water and Chaos Club one-on-one or tag team competition next. The Chaos Club making their way. Daniel and William Gray in a tag team competition led to the ring currently by Richard Mason. Not in competition tonight. Richard Mason will be on ringside support here for his boys. The Chaos Club. Daniel Gray, unfortunately, unsuccessfully, couldn't push over the ladder, giving Truth and Consequences the win and the night off here.
And their opponents, accompanied by the wise man, Paul Heyman, at a combined
Why do they not have their normal music? He's just a manager.
22 pounds, Jack Powell.
That's so dumb. That's so dumb. That's so dumb. As Blood in the Water, not gonna have Paul Heyman come out anymore. Jeez Louise. Blood in the Water and Chaos Club going to do battle here as Trevion Asino will start off against, I believe that is Daniel Gray. Getting a 2 count at the start of this matchup quickly here. Asino not wasting any time, proving that he is not here to mess around. We see Asino in control of this matchup, and a springboard Phoenix splash, beautifully executed, going for the cover now with the referee in position. No, only a 1 count this time instead of allowing the for a 2 counter like he did earlier. Maybe Chaos Club's just getting a little fired up now as Blood in the Water, looking to smell the blood in the water of this match. Sending him into the corner. That is Jack Powell getting tagged in. The Megalodon Jack Powell teaming up with Trevion Asino here to form Blood in the Water. These visionaries working together. Jack Powell going up top, looking to fly, and a devastating elbow drop. Oh no, an ad break. Snooze that. We'll snooze that for 5 minutes, and hopefully we can get the match done before we run out of snoozes. As Daniel Gray watching onwards, his brother William Gray going for the it all against Jack Powell. Will that be enough to take down the Megalodon? No, the Megalodon kicking out. Dragging him to the corner now. William Gray not looking good here. Into the corner, big lariat taking him down. Jack Powell busy taunting to the crowd and not paying attention, allowing for the tag by Chaos Club. Richard Mason giving a prep talk to his boy, but Jack Powell doesn't care who's in the ring. He's taking it out on everybody. Trevion Asino watching onwards here as we see Daniel Gray fighting and trying to push off Trevion Asino's partner Jack Powell. Into the corner he goes. The tag made by Powell to Asino. Asino gets caught in the collar and elbow, and a forearm taking him down. Chaos Club trying to take advantage and get the win over Blood in the Water. Both teams hunting for those tag team titles. But Asino kips back up, and a kick right into the back of the head. A takedown, the leg sweep takedown into a camel clutch right near the ropes. Will Asino tap out, or will Jack Powell save him? Jack Powell could have literally just kicked him and that would have saved him. That beautiful springboard Pele kick by Trevion Asino as he shouts out from the depths of the sea for all his sea creatures at home. Oh no, getting goozled by William Gray. Asino with the reversal takes down Gray. Beautifully executed. Goes for the cover. Will this be enough? If you need someone to raid after the show, I'm live. I plan on going live and playing Marvel Rivals after TWF. I was just gonna end stream and go back live in like 10 minutes. But recover here. And the 3 count. Chaos Club not unable to break it up. And as we what a match.
Here are your winners,
Jack Powell and Jack Powell, the Megalodon, and Trevion Asino get the win here. Blood in the water, Paul Heyman leading them to victory, showing the extreme ways of these sharks in TWF. Up next, women's United States match. We have Riley Jones going to be taking on Julia Winters, but we got to go to our ad break first, and we'll get right back to the action. Once we get back from our ad break, ladies and gentlemen, we will have a United States Women's Championship match on the line as Riley Jones takes on Julia Winters. These two ladies gonna tear down the house, I think. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to TWF Turbo live here on Tagged Up Tyler. We continue on. We have a couple more matches installed for you. We're gonna play some Marvel Rivals today on stream, so tune in for that. Come make some jokes. We'll be chatting about wrestling. We'll be goofing around. We'll be playing some games. As we have about a minute left on our ad break, I appreciate all of you guys so much for tuning in. Got about a minute left as we get to our ads. We can play the theme song again.
This ain't sports entertainment. This war is...
Drop Salmon!
As we wait for our our ads to end and get back to the program here.
Snap the lights to the rage. So the way you have breaks out the cage. Chairs fly like just a surge. You want a shot? You better earn. Born for chaos, split for speed. Turbos where the monsters feed. Steel in hands, hate in eyes. Ain't no heroes left alive. No handshake, no respect. Just broken bones and one comes next. No mercy Thursday. Roots burn red. Fists like blades. No mercy
Thursday.
You're in the pit, this ain't no game. Like the mat like a war drum sound. We run this ring pound for
Julia
pound.
Winters will be defending her title against Riley Jones here in this matchup as we get back into the action. Back from our ad break. The Women's United States Championship on the line here, ladies and gentlemen. Riley Jones here tonight using her rematch clause to get a shot at that women's United States Championship here tonight. You have to know her sister not joining here tonight might not lend her any help tonight, as we'll see Julia Winters defend that title. Brittany Jones said she was unable to make the show tonight due to prior commitments, but Riley said she was able to work and she needed this match. Riley Jones, and we have Julia Winters, ladies and gentlemen, in this women's United States Championship match. As we see Tyrus Fatu, the visionary, the wise man of the Golden City Visionaries. This group is being led by a man who on a mission, who is, he said it's his goal to cleanse the TWF of the Thunder World Order, and he's starting by building a rival faction, the Golden City Visionaries. Julia Winters, are the United States Women's Champion, signed with her cousins. Will Riley Jones be able to take the title away from Julia Winters here tonight? The title's on the line, ladies and gentlemen, for the Women's U.S. Championship.
Introducing the challenger from West Palm Beach, Florida,
Riley Jones.
and her opponent from New York, the Women's United States Champion,
Julia Winters here to defend that United States Championship here proudly. She's only the third ever holder of that title. All the ladies looking to put on record numbers and be the first to set a true standard for this title. Riley Jones, the second ever wait, excuse me, there's been 4 holders. I forgot about Sandra San Martino. A kick right to the gut. A springboard Phoenix splash missed by Riley Jones here as we continue on with this matchup. Nobody betting yet, I believe. No, Julia Winters has 660 tokens, while Riley Jones has nothing. Riley Jones not showing up to streams. As Julia Winters with a springboard elbow taking down Riley Jones. The chop. That big hip toss by Riley Jones, though, as we see Winters continuing. The monkey flip by Riley Jones, but Winters kips up quickly. Tyrus might have had some words to exchange, but saw that the ladies locked up and said, I'm going to let it play out. As Julia Winters just beautifully reverses that go behind and puts one of her own on and keeps the pressure applied to Riley Jones. The size advantage between these two ladies is palpable, as Riley Jones does stand a little bit shorter to Julia Winters here. Iris fought too now, just studying the game. Another student of the sport here in wrestling, just always watching how to be the best. and he's bringing that to his quote-unquote family, his cousins over at the Golden City Vision. Rolling to the outside now. Throwing the stiff kicks. The elbow right to the back. We see Riley Jones going for the cover on Julia Winters. Will this be enough? No. As Winters able to kick out. That cartwheel Alabama slam by Julia Winters, beautifully executed here as the crowd fired up. Loving the women's wrestling movement happening in TWF. And oh my god, I don't know if she grabbing the leg smartly. Oh, that's your US champion, showing why she is the US champion. What would normally have been a rope break, she hooks the legs to prevent a rope break. A springboard drop kick right into the face of Riley Jones, but Jones rolling to the outside, getting back in. She just wants to regain her balance, but rolls right into a kick, taking her right into the same position. Reverses into a jawbreaker onto Julia Winters and throws a big kick. A standing moonsault, and Julia Winters just takes that big press. Tyrus Fatu even had to give her some props, like that's impressive. But Julia Winters able to dodge out of a beautiful kick. But no, Julia Winters, as she's fighting Riley Jones here. These two ladies jockeying for position. Thrown into that turnbuckle. And driven center of the ring. Tyrus Fatu's not happy at watching. As he's talking some smack to the challenger here, allowing for his cousin to get just a little bit of rest and get herself back up. Winters sensing the situation and immediately goes for the attack. Fatu here knowing where he's needed and how to distract for his clientele to get the biggest wins. Defending that title. Riley Jones is not going to be happy about losing here tonight. There's a little foreshadowing, but as I said that because she could have kicked out, but I don't think she was after the distraction from Tyrus Fatu and giving Julia Winters that big win. But Riley Jones proving that she's not to be lost. Chicken jockey. A single leg drop kick by onto Riley Jones, but she had a lot of fight in this match. Tyrus Fatu just the difference maker in this, allowing for the distraction to the back of the head. That almost a bulldog. I'll make it one right now.
Here is your winner, and still Women's United States Champion, Julia Winters.
Chicken.
Chicken jockey. Chicken jockey. Chicken jockey.
There you go, added chicken jockey. Just for you, Troy. Let's get a ban on that guy. As we move on to a fatal four-way for the television championship, the Mad Dog Miller, El Fuego Loco making his return. Brandon Galaxy and Dylan Storm will be doing battle for that television championship. How much is it?
Chicken jockey.
There you go, Troy. This four-way dance elimination
Television Light Heavyweight Championship.
Gotta give chat some new blurps to play with.
Chicken jockey.
Matthew's gonna get it expensive. Watch. As the Mad Dog Miller making his way to the ring.
Introducing the challenger from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 100.
Bro just teleported in.
Ready? No! I said, are you ready?
The Mad Dog Miller makes his way to the ring here tonight. He'll be joined in the ring here in the semi-main event. El Fuego Loco makes his way back to the TWF after losing his Pure Honor Championship. He's got a new look too, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't take it away. I just made you have to work for it. Here, Matthew. Give me 1 second. Fewer rewards. We'll edit it. We'll make it.
Chicken jockey.
There we go. It's a little bit more affordable. Brandon Galaxy, a former World's Heavyweight Champion here in the TWF, makes his way to the ring now, ladies and gentlemen.
Skill issue.
See, you can actually afford skill issues now, Matthew. They're not crazy. You usually go crazy with them, Matthew, and any little mistake, skill issue, skill issue. You know what, Jabroni? Race me and tell me I have a skill issue when I whoop your butt in some racing.
Know your role and shut your mouth, you jabroni.
As we see Brandon Galaxy, the third entrant in this matchup, in this four-way dance, being led out. It'll be none other than the current champion. Why are they not in their suits? Maybe it's because we know Garrett Rogers has. No, I heard it, bro. There just might have been a skip on your end, bud. I heard the know your role and shut your mouth, you jabroni. You right. Mobby. Sorry, gangsta. As Garrett Rogers makes his way down, the World's Heavyweight Champion in his ring gear, ready to perform next. He's here to join his buddy Dylan Storm, the current television champion, the TWO infecting TWF.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Thank you, Puff Lord, with the let's get ready to rumble here. The television championship on the line. You know what that means. These guys are gonna go crazy.
No, I said,
As we see Dylan Storm immediately turn to The crowd's eruption so loud here. Dylan Storm goes for the pin and immediately takes out El Fuego Loco right away. Dylan Storm just proving that he's not here to mess around. The Mad Dog Miller knocked out cold. El Fuego Loco taking a pin in the first. I think that was the fastest pinfall we've ever seen. A Tope Atomico by Dylan Storm. A roll through by Mad Dog Miller, trying to get the quick pin on the champion, but the champion with the roll through of his own. The Mad Dog Miller. Good thing we didn't do that. A Singapore cane has been produced. This four-way dance has immediately been put into a three-way dance as Brandon Galaxy swinging for the fences, only hitting Dylan Storm though. Oh, the Mad Dog Miller able to chop his hands and make him drop the kendo stick. A trash can slid in. The Mad Dog Miller not able to secure the win. I have no idea. Dylan Storm just killed El Fuego Loco. To go behind, and the German suplex right onto his neck.
I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence.
The cover, but no. Tries to go for the kick. Collar and elbow tie up as Dylan Storm sends Mad Dog Miller off the ropes at leapfrog now, and picks him up for the tilt-a-whirl backbreaker, getting him dizzy and hurting his back. Rolls out of the way. But oh, a Pele kick beautifully executed by Dylan Storm. Mad Dog Miller has a trash can ready to this one.
Skill issue.
And now a super kick by Dylan Storm. We see. Oh, I think Dylan Storm's just cleaning out house here. Troy, that's funny. And Matthew G. Ad time, brother. Damn, I have it on there, so enjoy this ad as Dylan Storm doesn't quite take the brunt of the damage here. We don't even need that much ad time. Man, Troy isn't even subscribed, and he's like, fuck you guys, we're not seeing the end of this match. As we see the Mad Dog Miller chasing that glory of that television championship, but Dylan Storm, he wants it. Throwing that trash can lid right into the face of the Mad Dog Miller. Dylan Storm hits the ropes and takes down. We're back from ads because of Puff Lord. Fuck you. That's a once per stream, no refunds type shit. Dylan Storm and the Mad Dog Miller. Oh, a beautiful drop of thunder in the storm, known as Dylan Storm, defending his television championship. And I said I won't honor it, and there'll be no refunds. So do with that information as you will. Or you know what? Let's see if that did anything. There's a cooldown now for an hour.
75% chance of winning. If we used to go one-on-one and then add 66 and 2/3%, I got 141 and 2/3 chance of winning.
Dylan Storm defending that television championship here as we get ready for our main event match. Nick James challenging Garrett Rogers of the Thunder World Order here tonight. Non-title matchup. Garrett Rogers with that world championship around his shoulder. The twins of the Chaos Club not able to join out to keep the Chaos Club at full strength. Richard Mason the only one joining Nick James in his corner here tonight. Who is destined to win? Will it be Nick James? Prediction on the line for your main event, ladies and gentlemen. Nick James of the Chaos Club, or will it be Garrett Rogers of the Thunder World Order? What the hell? The Thunder World Order has been running roughshod in TWF the past couple weeks here, and the fight has been being taken on directly by the Chaos Club and Casey Hero currently. Chaos Club, I mean, there's got to be a lot of sting in this that we know of, that one of the members of Chaos Club feels. Nick James, that his brother betrayed him after going to Hollywood and came back and decided to join up with one of his sworn mortal enemies, Garrett Rogers and Dylan Storm, to form the Thunder World Order.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing
The Chaos Club been looking to stop them. Nick James, while Matthew James was away last month, joined the Chaos Club. Tough Lord specifically does not like the Chaos Club, has some major beef with them. But Nick James did win in an elimination chamber on Monday Mayhem to get a #1 contender shot against the world champion Garrett Rogers. Now you are having a non-title matchup here tonight. Nick James still sore after that elimination chamber, still taped up. The Thunder World Order has been throwing challenge after challenge to them.
and his opponent from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 253 pounds, the Pro Wrestling,
The World Heavyweight Champion Thunderbolt Rogers, the leader of the Thunder World Order here in the TWF. To Daniel Gray, what you about to play?
Know your role and shut your mouth, you jabroni!
Garrett Rogers assembling this team after winning the World Championship back from Jack Powell a couple months ago. And now Garrett Rogers closing in on 2 months as being the world's heavyweight champion here in TWF. He's looking to break that record here set by somebody in the Thunder World Order, Matthew James. And with the way things are going currently, you'll have to see. But it's looking like Thunder World Order might be taking over here in the TWF. The Pure Honor champion Jacob Morrison and Matthew James joining him, Samantha and Tiffany Steele as well. The world's heavyweight champion Garrett Rogers, one-on-one competition here. This is a man possessed here in the TWF. He put his career on the line against all odds. He won in a 4-way dance for that world's heavyweight championship, and he is back willing to do more than ever. drastic measures have been taken by Garrett Rogers and formed a faction of the best here in TWF. There's people who have been trying to join, like Tiffany Steele. But Garrett Rogers grabbed Matthew James and Dylan Storm to be in his corner as he's in theirs. But Nick James currently has a headlock applied on the world's heavyweight champion. #1 contender is currently taking it to the champion, showing why he's a former world's heavyweight champion here in TWF as well. And big arm breaker right onto Garrett Rogers. A big knee strike as we see Dylan, as we see the whole of Thunder World Order cheering on their leader, Garrett Rogers. The kick to the gut off the ropes, and a drop kick right to the head. Going up top. No, he's going for a springboard, excuse me. And Nick James throwing life and limb, even knowing with that bruised and beaten up midsection, that he's still gonna go for those springboards, knowing that Garrett Rogers powerbombed him out in the parking lot. Oh, the cover here. What a reversal. Nick James showing that he's not scared to fight, and he has what it takes to take it to the Thunder World Order. He might be the lightning to their thunder, some might say. Richard Mason looking annoyed though, watching as Nick James gets this. A chair been slid in by Jacob Morrison. A powerbomb. A leg drop between the upright legs as Morrison watches onwards. Matthew James intently watching. A big attitude, a big fireman's carry slam, taking down Nick James. As the running forearm. Garrett Rogers isn't playing anymore. And a sling blade of his own, the size. Going for the cover. Will this be enough to put away Nick James? Nick James kicks out here. This is your main event match for Turbo here on Thursdays on TWFtv. Hosted by Tag Dev Tyler here on Twitch.tv. And a kick right to the back of the head. Nick James, looking to go for the package pile driver on to the world champion and weakening him. Matthew James is furious. But, getting distracted now is Tiffany Steele and Jacob Morrison talking some smack to Nick James. Nick James said he'll beat him anytime, anywhere, but, he's distracted, taking his eye off the ball. Knowing that Rogers, as you see Mason, is like, come on, man, you need to get your head in the game. A kick right to the gut as Nick James tries to blow out the back of Garrett Rogers. Hey, yo, whoa, pause. But Rogers kicks out, knowing that lung buster powerbomb is not going to take him out. Going for the... Oh, no. Instead, he mounts on top of Garrett Rogers and delivers the furious strikes and punches as we see Nick James going up top once again. And goes for that giant chaotic elbow from up top. What a punch from the ends. Garrett Rogers picks him up for that thunderbolt driver of his and tries to break the neck of Nick James. As he picks him up, powerbomb, stacks it up, the thunderbomb here. But Nick James kicks out, even after a pile driver, even after a power bomb. The cover here. Will Garrett Rogers take the loss? No, he kicks out, ladies and gentlemen, as Garrett Rogers, your world's heavyweight champion, facing his opponent head on in a one-on-one matchup. The forearms to the back of the mount of the just unable to protect himself, the champion. Morrison trying to get onto the turnbuckle and expose that turnbuckle. But the referee immediately getting distracted as Rogers able to get some momentum out. Float over DDT, beautifully executed by the 6'5" behemoth in the this world's heavyweight championship non-title match. Referee putting the turnbuckle pad back on quickly as Nick James getting distracted by Tiffany Steele now. The self-proclaimed Thunder Queen of the Thunder World Order. Working over the arm of Nick James. The already injured shoulder has to be excruciating pain there. Dropping him on the snake eyes. Neck breaker here by Nick James. The tides are turning here for Chaos Club as Nick James with the Crimson Mask donned. Will this be the time to defeat Garrett Rogers? The springboard dropkick taking the world's champion down. But he's back up, showing the fighting spirit that helped build TWF. But Nick James rolling through and kicks him right in the face. Goes for a diving foot stomp. Oh no, the world's champion might be in danger. Here's Nick James goes for the cover. What a angle. Garrett Rogers and Nick James squaring off here. Nick James did get the win here in this non-title contest. But you know that the Thunder World Order is going to be trying to play it cool and take him out every week until their world title match at Monarchy Madness, ladies and gentlemen. That vicious pile driver. These camera angles are crazy. And the pin on the world's heavyweight champion has to do wonders for Nick James's morale here in TWF. Even with the Crimson Mask donned, Nick James was able to take the win. Thank you everybody for tuning in to TWF Turbo as we do a rundown of our card as Mariah Monroe got the win here over CC Prism and Rose Matthews. Casey Hero got the win over Jacob Morrison. Everybody's trying to chip away at that TWO Thunder World Order armor here in another non-title matchup. We saw Alpha Academy of Otis and Akira Tozawa make their TWF debut, and unfortunately going up against the Golden City Visionaries. Nathan Hammerstone and DeJounte Wonders had a mission and they just made light work of these guys making their debut. I'm sure we'll see more of them around in TWF. Kennedy Ann made her return to TWF and faced Tiffany Steele, but Tiffany Steele just proving that she had the fight and moxie in her, right behind with TWO backing her. Tyler the Cactus winning the Lights Out Championship here against Big Red Benson. That is a understatement here, as we'll tune in on our next episode of TWF TV to find out what's going to happen with the Lights Out Championship. We see Trivion Asino and Jack Powell defeat the Chaos Club here tonight in tag team competition. Riley Jones was not able to win against Julia Winters for that Women's United States Championship and a one-on-one matchup using her rematch clause. She is in the back of the line now for the U.S. Championship status. As we see in a four-way dance, Dylan Storm just decimated, proving why the Thunder World Order is holding all the championships currently. But the cracks in the armor are showing, ladies and gentlemen, as Nick James did defeat the world heavyweight champion in a non-title matchup. You know Garrett Rogers has got to be furious. Thank you everybody for tuning in to Tagged Up Tyler. I will be back soon with some more rivals. Bye-bye. Let's do a quick raid, see who's streaming. Fucker. I'll raid out Mario. All right, guys, come on, get in the car. We're gonna go talk to Mario while I go make a sandwich and get the boys together to play Rivals. But until then, let's have a great time, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.